10 o'clock, feeding for the guap, I be beaming.
Hey guys, it's Savannah, what's up? How are you guys doing? Today we're going to be doing a little get ready with me as I answer your guys' questions that you left me on Instagram. So if you're not following me, I'm like getting right into it, honey, because I'm breaking out a little bit, so. I'm going to go in with my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I'm in the color Deauville Light 4. Love this foundation. It's very dewy. If you want to have a very glowy complexion, I definitely recommend this. I always go for that kind of look. I don't like matte on my skin at all. Like, honey, I want to glow. I normally don't use primer. If I get like a sample of primer, I'll use it and I'll feel extra bougie that day. But on my day-to-day, I don't. Also, like, I'm breaking out here, and it's literally because all of quarantine I've worn like no makeup. I only wear makeup if I'm filming. And since I filmed like 2 or 3 days in a row, I've worn makeup 3 days in a row. And now my skin's just like, bitch, what is this that you're putting on your face? Like, we're not used to this. Okay, the first question is, are you a Sagittarius? And yes, I am a Sagittarius. My birthday is December 8th, so it actually just happened like exactly a week ago today, on Tuesday. I'm a very proud Sagittarius. If you know me in real life, this is not news to you, honey. Everybody knows that I'm a Sagittarius. I definitely feel like I resonate with my zodiac sign. I don't know if I've talked about this in any past videos. I also don't use concealer ever. I just do foundation and then I bake my under eyes. But I would say that the honesty trait of being a Sagittarius is definitely something that I have. I'm very, very honest. Okay, I'm not actually gonna bake because I don't want to dry my under eyes out, but if you know anything about Sagittariuses or their traits, they're very honest, very sarcastic, definitely. I feel like it's so cringe to be like a free spirit, but genuinely just down for anything. The only thing that I don't think I'm 100% like full Sag is the fact that I'm definitely a homebody. I love being at home. I love having my own time, and I'm 100% an extrovert, but I feel like equally love being alone at home doing my thing. I need a balance of the two. I'm not someone who can just like go out all the time. I wouldn't even say I need time to recharge, because I would be fine just going out and doing shit like 24/7 and never coming home. But that I wouldn't be doing anything that I'm passionate about work-wise, and I feel like I need to always be on track of what I'm doing and what I'm passionate about, and I feel like it would be impossible to do that if I didn't love my alone time, because it's during that time that I do all the shit that I want to do. Basically, I love doing things very spontaneously. I'm always down for whatever, but I also really value my alone time, and during that time I grind, honey. Like, I definitely don't know if I have any sort of balance of life and work. I'm using the Anastasia contour kit. This is like my holy grail. I feel like I've had this for so long. Because I'm so overexposed, it looks very fucking bronzed on camera, honey, but it's really not. What I'm gonna do is just cut my like contour with my Laura Mercier. I do this when I feel like it's too far down on my face, but full snatch to your face. Like, are you kidding me? Hi, honey. Okay. I usually just go in with a fluffier flat top brush and kind of blend it up. It just like gives you a facelift. Moving on to the next question. What did your portfolio look like? I'm assuming you're asking about my Ryerson portfolio. I did a whole video answering tons of questions, talking about my experience at Ryerson in the fashion comm program, so I'll link that video below. What age did you fall in love with fashion? I'm gonna say I've literally had an interest in fashion since I could dress myself. I've always been drawn towards the way clothes made me feel. I remember vividly when I was starting, I think it was grade 6, and I was like, this year I only want to wear boys' clothes. And my mom was like, why? Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't know, just to like challenge the way I style myself. And it wasn't even really about the clothes as much as just like also challenging the norms of like what we're supposed to wear. I feel like that's a huge thing for me in fashion, and like it literally makes me emotional, is the fact that there are like gender norms that dictate what people feel comfortable wearing. And it's so wrong, because clothes are literally yards of fabric that's made into a garment, and somehow it signals so much more than that when it really shouldn't. And I just think that anyone should wear anything that they want to wear. Clothes have the ability to give you confidence, make you feel like you are like understood by those who are perceiving you, and to think that there's a large group of people that can't express themselves because of what society considers as too feminine or too masculine. And even those terms are just like very problematic. Those shouldn't even be terms associated with clothes, because then it means that they have to fight against those. Like, just make it non-existent and people can wear what they want and everyone else shut the fuck up, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's always been a thing for me. Another memory is before school, every single year I would get so excited about planning new outfits. I remember being at my cottage and just waiting, counting down the days until school starts, because I had these lists of outfits that I was gonna wear for like months into the school year, and half the clothes I didn't even own. I was just like, I'll eventually get it, I'll eventually, bitch, never got it. But like, just planning outfits and styling, and that's my favorite thing to do. I love styling outfits that I put on and I'm just like, this is me, hi. What are 2 accessories you would take with you on a stranded island? Okay, I forgot to do my makeup. This always happens when I'm answering questions. I literally forget to do my makeup entirely. So I'm gonna go in with my Becca blush. I love this blush. In my last lookbook videos, I'm gonna recreate the makeup look I wore in those videos because I got some comments about my makeup. But so this blush is called Wild Honey. And this is literally what gives your face the most glowy bronze golden goddess. Hi bitch. Look, I dropped this a while ago. This is like the only makeup product I've ever dropped. And obviously it's like the $40 blush. Like, okay, so it's super pigmented though, so you honestly just have to go in like so lightly. It's like the perfect mix between a blush and bronzer, because you don't want to just put bronzer on your cheeks. I mean, you definitely could, but it might be a little bit too much. Not judging you, I would do it too, honey. I'm pasty AF, okay. Okay. Oh yeah, 2 accessories I would take with me on a stranded island. At the moment, definitely this bag. Like, we get it, bitch, you own this bag. I feel the need to feature this in every single outfit video. Very me at this moment, the color of it. I just can't get over it. I also added this little charm keychain, which I feel like looks like me. How cute. And then another thing would be my rings or my chains, my necklaces. I feel very not myself without all my rings on. Specifically, this M ring is my favorite ring ever. I got this from a little vintage shop. I basically got all my rings vintage. This is vintage, this is vintage. All of it's like thrifted or vintage. Except for this I got in like Kensington Market. But yeah, necklaces, rings, those are my favorite kinds of jewelry. So I would say that. I literally just fully disregarded the question and said like 12 things I would bring. What is your favorite thing you own? Could be a piece of thrifted clothes or anything else. Right now, I'm gonna say my moon boots, honey. Like, moon boots in general are just speaking to me on another level. It's my vision with every single outfit I style. I really want to get a pair of white ones or colorful ones. The thing with moon boots, if you don't own them or if you've never worn them, one pair is 3 sizes. They're really big on me, and I definitely could wear like 2 pairs of socks, but they're so hot as it is. It's just like kind of deadly when I wear them, but it's worth it. I still wear them. The smaller ones are like a 34 to 36 and they're tiny. I remember I tried them on. The boot didn't even like curve up. It was just like straight because the length of it is so short that it doesn't even need to curve to go up. So I might just risk it and order a pair in a size down and see if they'll like mold to my feet. But I would say my moon boots are definitely my favorite. Or I feel like I'm gonna say my moon boots. I'm gonna clock in with that answer. Okay, I need to do something else for makeup. I'm gonna do my eyebrows with my Anastasia Brow Wiz, Anastasia, whatever the fuck you wanna say. Okay, I'm in the shade Soft Brown. I've used Soft Brown, I've used Taupe, I've used Chocolate. Like, I've really done the full shade range. So I feel like this one suits my eyebrows best. Naturally, my eyebrows are darker than my hair color, but I don't like making them crazy dark because I feel like it's just too much. Somebody asked me how I take care of my hair, and I feel like they're assuming I dye my hair, and they're like, oh, how do you keep it from like not falling off of your head if you're like constantly bleaching it? But my hair is actually naturally blonde. I've never dyed my hair in my entire life. To take care of it, I don't do shit. I literally don't do shit. I don't use heat on it though. I've not used heat on my hair in over a year. It's just because my hair is kind of a weird texture, and when I straighten it, it doesn't hold straight for even like a whole day. Also, I have to blow it out first. It's a whole thing, and you wouldn't think that it's that time consuming or like wouldn't hold being straight because it's not that curly, but it's just the texture of it is so fucking weird that I can't straighten it. I've never even done a hair mask. Like, I don't know. Not that I wouldn't do it, I just don't think about doing these things. I feel like I just never think about caring for my hair. Is that bad? I don't know. But yeah, I don't do shit, so. I also don't even get haircuts. My hair does not really grow that fast. So I don't think I've gotten my haircut in like over a year and a half. Hair journey. But yeah, so yeah, I honestly don't do anything. I wish I had better answers. I have used every single curling product in the game though, and I feel like none work. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I've used Avita Nice Curling Cream, I've used Coconut Curls, I've used Cantu, and I feel like they all just make my hair hard and greasy looking. So I just go in with my Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. I'll insert a little picky of it right here. Every time I wash my hair, I just like scrunch my hair with that a bit, and that's all I do. Somebody asked biggest fashion inspirations. I'm really excited to answer this question because another one was also like, where do you get inspiration from for looks, or like who are your favorite Instagrammers for looks and stuff. And like, I really want to say no one, and not even because I'm like it's me, but because I don't really take inspiration from one person or like from any singular person. I take it from just like shit I experience. Definitely see a look on someone and I'm like, bitch, screenshot, inspo, but I'm never gonna like recreate the exact look. I have a whole folder on my phone called Vision. I just got this one kind of recently, so my old photos haven't transferred over. Kind of speak to me for some reason, and they're not all like looks that I'm gonna recreate. It's just like the vibe of the photo even that I love. So I really recommend trying that out. Releases my anxiety around fashion in a sense, because all of the shit that I fuck with is in like one spot. But you can definitely just save photos on Instagram as well. I do that too. I just feel like I don't look at them. Definitely love looking at nicer magazines. This is W magazine, and I'll just like look through, even reading people's stories. I don't know, it's weird shit that inspires me. Like this right here, that would be added to the Vision folder. And like, the reason why is not because I want to recreate this look, honey. I just love the vibe of this, and I want to capture that in my outfit. So I feel like I look more for emotion and like feeling in clothes, or like my initial thought when I see an outfit. And if it's like, holy shit, then I'll save it to my folder. But there are definitely people that I love their style. There was a couple that I was thinking of earlier. None of them are like bloggers, just people that like live their life and have dope outfits. I love her page. Such cool photos, and not even necessarily things that I would wear. I mean, I probably would, but I just love the vibe of all of her photos. Another thing I do is I feel like I kind of reject when people have the same style as me from like considering them inspo, because I'm more like, oh fuck, like I have to change my shit up. I don't want to have the same style as somebody else, and I feel like that's another reason that I don't really like trends, because if I don't think of it before it becomes like a thing, I don't really want to wear it. And I was talking about this with my friend Sydney, talking about like leg warmers, and I'm just like, I don't know, I didn't think of ever wearing those before they became a thing, and I'm kind of just like not about it because of that. But I was thinking about this like a while ago, and they haven't even really come fully in yet, but I know they will. Shrugs, like little ballet shrugs that are tight on your arm and then like super small in the back, and also fingerless gloves and like arm warmers. Definitely something that's gonna pop off. So since I've already like established that I like those before they become popular, I'm gonna wear them. But if I hadn't, like leg warmers, I'm just like, probably not gonna wear that. I don't know if that's just like a weird thing that I do. My friend Sydney completely agreed with me, so let me know if you guys do the same thing. I don't know if this makes literally no sense, but there's not like one person that comes to my mind as style inspo. A lot of vintage photos. I talked about this in my how to get a Y2K aesthetic, but taking inspiration from the era that you want to recreate rather than people in the present era that are also recreating it. They're recreating it from their perspective, so don't go to them, because then you're just gonna have this like, it's like plagiarism, honey. Like, don't do it. Find your own inspo, you know? Going in with my Tartelette palette, I always mix these 3 shades under my lash line. Obviously I have lashes and I have really big ones, so I don't do eyeshadow just because like there's literally no point. Next thing I'm gonna do is highlight using my MAC Soft and Gentle. This was like everybody's highlighter so many years ago, and a bitch never stopped using it. It's very buttery. I find it's not like some highlighters that just put sparkles onto your face. It blends into your skin in such a nice natural way. And then I always use a more defined brush for my brow, and since I set my brows with Vaseline, it just like glides on. I've been using this ColourPop lip liner as of lately in the color Chai, and I've just been outlining my lips and then filling in with gloss, and it's just like, how was I not doing this for my whole life? You know what I mean? It's honestly embarrassing. My favorite lip gloss is this RK by Kiss lip oil. It's like a minty hydrating gloss, and it's disgustingly glossy. Bitch, are you kidding? Whenever I film my makeup, I feel like I miss like 100 steps and I black out as I do it, and I can't remember if I've missed something. But I think I'm done. I'm gonna answer a couple more questions though. Somebody asked me which designers inspire me the most. Right now, the designer that I'm most inspired by is Mawhinney, and if you guys are not familiar with her brand, I have it pulled up on Instagram. So much inspiration also just for shoots and stuff. Love all of the animation. This is in my fucking vision board. You already know what it is. Like, I love all of these photos. I want to link below a couple of videos. She had a exhibit that she created. There's a couple short films, or I think there's one short film. I can't remember the name of it. I watched it like a bit ago. And just some like sick fucking videos on her personal YouTube channel. And I will link them below because I watched those and I was like, okay, time to journal and write out everything I'm feeling right now because this is like overwhelming. So in one of her collections, there's bullet holes in a lot of the clothes, and she was explaining that as a Black woman, especially a fashion designer, having bullet holes in her clothes, everybody assumed it was a political thing, but she was explaining that she's literally a human being and it was about her crazy fucking ex-boyfriend and everything she was feeling and just like the emotions that she was going through. She just expresses herself and whatever she's going through in her clothes, and you can really feel that in them and see that. And I just love everything she fucking creates. Somebody asked me if I ever consider going into a different major or a different university, and I would say no, not at all. I 100% feel like I'm in the right program. Like, could not be in more of the right program. I love my program. I definitely would consider going to another university if it was possible. I would bitch like Parsons, FIT, anywhere. Like, I'm not bashing Ryerson at all, but obviously these are universities that are just like, if you go there and that's on your resume type shit. But being that I cannot afford that, and it just wasn't even a thought when I was applying for university, I definitely am pretty content with the school I'm currently at. Somebody asked me if I'm single, and I'm definitely single. I'm out here doing my thing, and I feel like right now in my life is just like, I could not be with somebody at all. Like 0% of me thinks that that would be a good idea. And just because I have so many things I want to do and like pack my days enough with shit that I'm just like already don't have enough time for myself, I never would be able to have a relationship right now. My last question I'm going to answer is how I stay motivated, and I honestly want to do a whole video on this whole topic because I feel like it's just about knowing and envisioning what you're working towards. A big thing I do is, instead of thinking of short-term goals like I need to get this project in or I need to upload every single week on YouTube, I dig really deep into that and ask myself why. Like, why do I want to upload every single week on YouTube? Why do I want to get this project in and do the best I can? Seeing long-term helps me visualize like what my life will be like if I work as hard as I can. Not to say you shouldn't have short-term goals too. That's like what my to-do list is basically every single day. But I think a huge thing I do is vision what I want my life to be so clearly that I'm like, there's no other way, honey, and I have to put the work in if I want to get there. And that's just like always on my mind. So that kind of links back to the whole like being a Sagittarius but also living my alone time, because during that time is when I can like really get into my own head and be like, okay, Amanda, like, are you doing what you want to do? Are you on the right track? And if I didn't have that time to reflect, I literally would go crazy because I would be like, what am I doing with my life? Anyways, on that note, we're gonna end the video. I hope you guys learned at least a couple things about me. I feel like I don't really have many videos where I just talk to you, and a bitch can obviously talk. So let me know if you guys want me to film more of these videos. I am so down, so fucking down. If you have any video requests, I always say this, but leave them below because I'm always willing to do what you guys want to see. Like, you're the ones watching my videos, so let me know what it is, what it do. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.